Okay, so for the first time, we're not going to delete the default cube. We're not going to do anything here, but we're just going to jump straight over to Material Tool Properties and click on that. So now we can go into the Principled BSDF here and bring in an emission node. So here we can change the color to whatever color that we want. I'm just going to go with a light blue color, and we can set the strength to 1.5. So we also want to see what's going on in our scene here, so let's change the mode from solid mode into render mode, and now we can see that we have this blue color, but we don't see the light of the emission. So to fix this, we can bring up the timeline and change the timeline into the compositor. And here you want to check this little box here for use nodes, and let's make a little space between these two lovebirds. So I'm just going to bring them a little bit to the side here, and now we can go Shift A and start off with bringing in a glare node. And then we're also going to use a hue saturation value node, so we can just drop it in like that, and then we can change this glare from streaks into bloom like that. So we still don't see the emission light here, so let's go to this drop down icon, click on that, and then change this into always, and there we go. So now what we are going to animate or make the music effect is this hue value here, like this. And we also later on just going to show you real quick how you can make the music affect the geometry of this cube as well. So let's start off with making this really cool hue effect, or this hue value react to the beat of the music. So to do this, we can go to the video sequencer, and to bring in a song into Blender is really easy. Just go to add and then go to sound. So here I'm just going to locate my cube song, or a little piano tune that is copyright free, and you can just go to add sound to strip. So if I were to play this here, so I don't know if you can hear anything, but I can definitely hear some piano tunes. So also just want to show you, if you bring in a third window and change this to the timeline, so we probably want to have the entire song into Blender, and then you need to put this frame number into the end of the timeline. And your frame number probably going to be different than mine. So I have 5737, so I'm just going to put that in here like that and go enter. And now what we can do is jump back into the compositor, and we are going to give this hue value a keyframe. So just hover your mouse over this hue and then go I for insert, and make sure that you are on the first frame here at the timeline. And now we can change a timeline into the graph editor, and we also have a tiny little keyframe here. So now we can just go to channels and then sound to samples. So channels and sound to samples, and here we can just locate our song. So I'm using this really easy copyright free piano tune here. So I'm just going to bring it in by going sound to samples, and if we also go and change this back to the shader editor and change this into the world, we can bring down the background to black so we can see the effect more clearly. So now we can see that we have some waves going on here, and if I hit the space bar, this is working in a perfect manner, so that is really great. So the last thing that I want to show you is how you can make the music affect the geometry. So to do this is really easy. So just jump into edit mode and then right click onto your object and go subdivide. So now we can open up this little box here to left and set the number of cuts to 10, and then just right click onto it and give it a little bit more subdivisions like that. So now if you go to the tool icon here and go to add modifier, we can bring in a displace modifier. Just make sure that you're on the first frame in the timeline, and we're just going to use the exact same technique but just on this displace. So we're going to animate the strength of this displace, so just hover your mouse over it and then go I for insert, and now we have a new keyframe here. And then we can go to channels and then go to sound to samples and then just bring in our tune. So now if I were to play this, we have finally made the cube come alive. So that is all. Have a great day and peace out.